lot of space and be these more team fight-centric heroes. But we'll see if Malaysia can pull it off with what they've got going now. It's time, guys. We're going to get into it. We're going to introduce our two teams here. On the dire side, it is the Malaysian squad. Team Malaysia with 1 life left here at Red Bull Battlegrounds. We've got Ahio playing the Centaur, likely to head into the off lane. Kechik Imba, the mid lane player for this team on Brewmaster. We've got Mushi on Dazzle. We're going to see Johnny play Phoenix, and that finally leaves Phantom Lance in the hands of KYXY. On the Radiant side, Team Secret sitting pretty on 3 lives still. Going to be running Puppy, the previous captain for this team, on Keeper of the Light. We're going to have Zai playing Clockwork. It's going to be Gyrocopter in the hands of Arteezy. We've got S4 playing Dragonite, and then finally that leaves Kuroki playing the Visage. Are you a Visage or a Visage kind of guy?
I go either way. Because I usually say Visage, but yeah. I mean, isn't the correct actual word Visage?
You know, I don't know. It's been corrected so many times, I don't even know.
I think the actual, like, English word is Visage, but I mean, it's a proper noun, right? So it might change a little bit.
It's a hero name. You can say it however Valve decided it's pronounced. So we'll see. Guys, just a reminder, you guys can follow all the action over at RedBullBattlegrounds.com. And if you're based in San Francisco, check out the tickets for the main event on May 10th. But here we go, Malaysia fighting for the top bounty rune, and more importantly, fighting to stay alive in Red Bull Battlegrounds Dota 2 to try and make their way to that grand finals in the Warfield Theater on May 10th at San Francisco. 1 bounty rune apiece between the two teams. More importantly, on the Malaysia side, going to their mid laner.
Well, Gyrocopter is 4-0 against Phantom Lancer in this patch.
Okay.
I'm trying,
small sample size.
Trying to check all time.
You're normally the first one to like doubt stats. When you've got a 4-game sample size, I'm going to doubt it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just giving you numbers. I'm not saying that they're straight counters. I'm just giving you numbers, dude. Do what you want.
You can tell me they're straight counters, but not based on 4 games of stats. If you have other, I mean, as you said, the hero by its nature is a counter to PL, though.
Yeah.
Which I'll agree with.
It seems like the weaker teams like PL too, just because maybe they think they can 4-protect 1 peeps. Well, Rocket's coming out.
Yeah, that's no fun. Gets bombed. So Secret going with a dual lane of their own, actually putting the Keep with the Light up top with Clockwork. And on the Malaysia side, actually going for the full trial lane. If anything, I was expecting maybe Malaysia to run the dual lanes with Phoenix, but it seems like they want to try and protect the PL. And you kind of mentioned this is the big thing with their draft. Protect the PL, get it farmed, and I guess from that point of view, it makes a lot of sense.
And we see Kechik Imba in the mid lane taking up a very early point in Drunken Haze. We typically don't see this matchup, or this happen against heroes with a spam ability, which I think Breathe Fire would be considered a spam ability, but still pretty nice.
Breathe Fire, just with the new changes with the minus physical damage, makes it really annoying for Kechik Imba.
Yeah, I mean, Dragon Knight's base damage is not that great though. 52 compared to Brewmaster's 58, now 61.
You're a betting man, Ben. We've got a poll going. Who will get first blood? You guys, the viewers at home, can bet over at RedBullBattlegrounds.com and take part. 84% Secret.
Let's see.
It's Malaysia with the tri lane, if anything. And
well, they have a PL tri lane, dude.
Yeah. They're going for the kill. Will they get the first one? The dive, so it looks like our betters may be wrong today.
They are wrong.
Team Malaysia get it. That was give up a kill in return. Well, you didn't even have to make a prediction. You had the answer presented to you as Team Malaysia strike first. They give up their Phoenix, but get the first blood. Last hit went to the Dazzle. Okay.
Puppy protecting the rune. Looks like S4 maybe waiting for his bottle to get it. Bottom lane has been secured by Kuro picking up that bounty. Looking to out-economize the other team. And Panda not having the greatest time in the mid lane.
New DK laning stage with that Breathe Fire gets even more annoying for a hero like
the thing is,
for any hero.
Even though Zai gave up first blood, he's still level 3. And Centaur's just hit level 2. So, I mean, he's getting XP. And this is in a dual lane, mind you. So he's getting some of that shared with Puppy.
It doesn't seem like the lanes are going too badly in that 1-for-1 trade didn't really hurt. If anything, it seemed like it's been a pretty even trade-off. And the lanes seem to be going better for Secret than Malaysia. So we'll see how things progress from here. Keeper Light is still level 1, so that's partly why Clockwork... I mean, it's a dual lane, but it's a dual lane where Puppy's hardly getting any
experience. But they're able to utilize this pool. This should not happen in a 3-on-2 situation. The Centaurs are getting slain by Team Secret, and then once it gets low, Connor can just blast it, and what he's supposed to do without that huge nuke coming in. Look, I mean, he's setting up right now to blast.
The PL says, let's see what I can do about that. He actually goes to the logo with the doppelganger. The heal's there, but not enough damage from it.
Nice try, though. I think
we'll play.
They definitely should try and contest this Keeper Light's move. It's a player with a greedy. top lane.
It looks like he didn't get the last hit as well in the center. I don't know if you saw.
Clockwork got it with his
Oh, okay. But it still goes the way of Team Secret. And the lane's continuing to look pretty good here. As Arteezy free farming away in the safe lane. He's your top farmer on 22 last hits and 7 denies.
And Ohio forced to go somewhere that he doesn't really want to go to.
Full room coming up.
He does have return though, so that should make things a
Both
little bit
teams
better.
looking to fight over this top rune. Phoenix going to swoop in as well and gets the Sun. S4 secures a DD rune of all things. May look to fight this one, but here comes Center from the top lane. S4 may be in some trouble. Has the bottle charges to heal up, but not with the Phoenix dive on him. And it looks like S4 gonna go down. Tries to get the return kill on Johnny, but not gonna do so. Meanwhile, top Puppey surrounded to heal. Shadow Wave from Mushi gets another kill going Malaysia's way. Zai can't attack the TP out. Oh! At the last second, at the buzzer, Zai gets him with his little cleaver in. Team Malaysia, though, all in all, going to be very pleased, especially with the kill on the Dragon Knight.
Yeah, that's where early Phoenix is just doing so much work. Early boots, and that Fire Spirit is pure ownage at early levels when you don't have any plus attack speed. And yeah, I mean, DK has a ton of armor, but looks like he is slowly losing in CS to catch Gimba. 2 CS down at this point.
Create a bit of space for the PL to get a bit more free farm as well in the safe lane, although he's still behind the Gyrocopter. See how KYXY does. It's a very annoying lane for him with the constant harass and spam coming out. He was getting blasted earlier by the Keep of the Light, and things looks like they made changes. Puppey actually rotates into his own jungle now, deciding that Zai needs the pure solo XP to try to get up to level 6 at this point.
It's a little bit too scary now that it's nighttime. They don't have a Observer Ward, though. I mean, he could just easily die. Spirit Lance, juxtapose, or sorry, double walk into a heal bomb.
Dive and stuff as well. You got the dive to slow.
Yep. Looks like Ohio has returned post to the bottom lane after his foray into the top rune.
He says it's nighttime, but I ain't scared. The creep wave has pushed up near his tower, so that's the good news for him.
Brewmaster picked up a little bit of purple in his inventory.
This is an interesting move to make. He gives the mid lane to the Phoenix, and we're going to get active on the map, perhaps.
At this point, Ohio trying to check the rune. It looks like he's going to jack a lot of the experience. Catching Imbo has not yet popped the smoke. I believe he has been spotted out by the Lord, though, and Kuro in a very dangerous position.
Without Stampede, they have got the Radiant Vision here, so with the water there, they do see this, but the Drunken slow, the clap not going to reach. And the dive actually clips Kuro. That's going to slow him down. Now the Primal Split comes out. This is definitely a kill on Kuro. And Puppey says, you're on your own, mate. I can't do anything to help you. Centaur taking the last hit to help secure his way towards his Blink Dagger.
Brewmaster ult, though, plot for that, not the biggest deal. Honestly, I'm surprised Kuro's getting a jumped on top. Heal bomb coming out.
Oh, Zai hiding out the trees with Arteezy CP. It looks like that will be enough to keep alive. The cooldown on Mushi. There's a decent amount of damage to it. Mushi's got a creep wave now. The homing missile going to be following him down at no point in range. Mushi in trouble, just going to scurry back to his tower and actually dies to the rocket barrage. Maxed out. Arteezy going for a very aggressive early game build here. I
mean, Rocket Barrage is way too good at pass up before. I mean, it might have been questionable before the patch, but no cast time. Yes, it's really good. KYXY looking for Arteezy.
And Arteezy TP'd up here. They know he's kind of trapped and surrounded. He wants to see which direction he goes. He's going to head towards mid lane, and he's got a Phoenix running directly at him. But as you kind of mentioned, Rocket Barrage comes forward. The Clap is going to come out, catching him, but gets annihilated. Oh dear, Arteezy with another Rocket Barrage. Apart the Malaysia side, but now Arteezy makes it over his head as 3 Malaysia heroes swoop on in. Phoenix hits the last hit on Arteezy's Gyrocopter. Ultimately an okay exchange for the Brewmaster, although I don't think he expected to die as fast as he did. That level 4 Rocket Barrage, oh boy.
That just destroyed the Brew. Mushi really needs to play at 1 level in Grave for those particular situations. And just Grave TP, Grave so Brewmaster can use his ultimate, Grave so Phantom Lancer can use his double wall.
Inside the cogs, and that's a problem for Zai, as the cogs do push KYXY now, and won't be a kill. They do zone out Clockwork from this lane, it looks like.
Phantom Lancer is also going for a Headless. They really like their mech, I guess.
Going for a mech, do you think, or is it? Mushi, Rocket Barrage coming out, getting him low, but Poison Touch actually slows him down, which is, I guess, one way of preventing Gyrocopter.
But on the backside, we see Zai looking around for the hook shot.
They go diving in, they found Kuro again. They realize Kuro's kind of on his own trying to get level 6, and here comes Ohio, but TP coming down, Stampede gonna block some of the tower damage. No, I'm sorry, what I'm talking about. Doesn't block damage until you got the Acceptor. Visage gets the kill on the Phoenix, and Ohio now trapped underneath. Looking looking for a double edge, but won't even be able to use that against the battery assault. Zai gets a double kill. He's something level 8.
That is so much experience for Zai. And yeah, he died once, but
Dire's
not
middle
hurt him
tower
that badly.
is under
S4
attack.
sieging the mid tower with that corrosive breath. Looks like there is nothing in sight for Malaysia to defend with. Maybe Kachigima, but he does not have his blink dagger at this
Dire's
point.
middle tower has fallen.
That's the power of the DK. He
Dire's
really
top
puts
tower
pressure
is
down.
under
As soon as he
attack.
gets 6 into the lead, you leave the lane and suddenly your T1 tower's gone.
Yeah, Malaysia doing a pretty good job about it, but Secret just applying pressure on multiple sides of the map at once. And I think a lot of that has to do with Arteezy's rotation. He's not getting paid for it, but he's making this PL thing twice. Already forced out another doppelganger from him. Now he's going for a Vlad's. What is this strange build from PhantomLancer? Headdress, Vlad's recipe, and Bassi.
The headdress is, you need the headdress for the
Dire's
Vlad's now.
top
Oh, you do?
tower
Oh,
is under attack.
I was like, is that a mech?
I got confused by that yesterday when I saw a headdress come out, and I was like, huh? It was S4 and Brewmaster got a headdress. I'm like, oh, he's going for, like, I thought he was going for the new boots or whatever, because he had Arcane Boots headdress. So I was like, oh, he's going for the new boots. But
Good
no,
call.
he went for the Vlad's.
Forgot about that.
So,
Cool.
Vlad's PL, you see every now and then.
Oh, yeah.
It's
No,
not
that's-
uncommon.
Radiant's bottom
This is
tower
really nice
is
for
under
sustain.
attack.
Mask Madness getting a little bit of a nerf. It's sometimes a go-to for players if you do not have a bottle for sustain. S4 trying to stack up a little bit as he checks a 10-minute rune. S4, I mean, Dragon Knight's really good at taking out stacks, but he needs level 11 to do so. Oh, actually, Dragon Knight is also really good because he has that AoE splash damage.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah, that
is under
splash damage got
attack.
buffed as well. That was one of the other decent buffs from Dragon this patch, so. See how the DK comes into play. It's the most farmed tier in the game as far as net worth goes at the moment, so. That's good news for Team Secret, who across the board are looking really solid on all their cores. Visage still looking for level 6. We've seen him a few times at this bottom lane get picked off, but there we go. He gets level 6. As Familiar's now available to assist himself as well as his team.
Ohio's also level 6 though.
Yeah. Stampede available. I think the one big thing Malaysia is still looking for is Phoenix to reach level 6 to get Supernova.
One more creep, it looks like.
Yeah, Phoenix will get in the mid lane.
A lot of ultimates online. I mean, it was pretty important for Lucian to get 6, but instead he does pick up a Weave instead of Shallow Grave.
Huh.
Could come back to bite them.
But like Malaysia really need their blinks right now, both Brewmaster and Centaur, before they can do too much.
Zai makes a move towards the bottom lane, looking to pick up Ohio. Can he hit this hook shot?
Look for the Stampede. The hookshot could still find him. He's going
Radiant's
to
middle
try and scout
tower
the
is
Rocket
under
Flake.
attack.
Could look for the blind hook, and Ohio gets a swamp. This is looking bad for him, though. Hookshot can still go through. He's holding on to it for now. Zai wants to make sure he doesn't miss. Ohio trying to juke. He's going to hit it. Ohio could only juke for so long, and then Zai came on in. Double Edge gets thrown out. A bit of space created. Top lane. How much space is it? It's KYXY taking heavy damage from a
Radiant's
cooldown.
middle
And
tower is
doesn't
under
look like
attack.
Mushi as well as KYXY can do much about this, especially with the Dragon Knight rotating in. This may just be a tower they have to abandon at this point.
I don't know. Ketchikimba's right around there. He's really desperate for his Blink Dagger.
Until he has that, it seems very difficult for him to come in. Got smokes up on the Malaysian side, both Dazzle as well as now Phoenix picking one up, but
Keeper Light doing some creeping shenanigans here. Being very efficient with his double Illuminate.
S4 picked up an Ogre Club. Saw, what, IG when they went for the Dragon Knight go for the Shadow
Radiant's
Blade
bottom
first into the
tower is
BKB,
under
I believe
attack.
it was, but...
Ogre Club in the Shadow Blade.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, he got like a...
Oh, that, okay.
He had a big influx of gold.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Malaysia's not close to killing any towers. And yeah, the kill score is even, but the way the game is progressing, Malaysia, they're struggling to get a foothold in the game. They need Blink Dagger, they need Brew Ultimate to be useful, they need Stampede online with the Blink Dagger, and I mean, those all come at a priority, and that's considering like PL getting farmed too. So like they can't push towers
Dire's
and get
bottom
PL
tower
farm
is
and
under
get Blink
attack.
Daggers and kill people with their ultimates. Like,
This, I feel like this pickup for the Brew has to now start getting something done. Malaysia need a team fight around Stampede, Supernova, and this Blink.
how does Visage have so much HP? He has 1119 HP. Is that,
Treads wand, I guess.
I mean, is that
And Visage, I mean, it is a fairly, as far as HP growth goes in the stream, he's
mean,
one of the better
Dire's
heroes.
bottom
Brew has
tower
less
is
than
under attack.
1,000. Centaur has right around 1,000. Well, smoke comes out. Visage familiar.
The Dragon Tail of Kenjigima needs a grave. Where is it, Mushi? I don't think he's leveled it up still. Oh boy, they won't even get the Supernova off. S4 was ready and prevented the Brewmaster split. This Dazzle skill build has really cost Malaysia, it feels like.
It's just a safety net. Like, weave is useful, but if you don't get off your Brewmaster roll, you're gonna lose a fight. Whereas if you don't get a weave off, it's not the end of the world. And that's gonna be 2 towers. And now Phantom Lancer is probably feeling really threatened. It's like, oh crap, my team is just getting destroyed everywhere else without me, and it's not a good feeling. That's what he's feeling right now.
He's trying to just do what he can on his own. Split push the map, but...
Oh, they do have their ultimates up. Still though.
That's okay, so they can respawn and look to take about. Yeah, Secret decided, let's not get too aggressive. Let's actually defend our T1 now. Easy. And the pull-down available. Throw. Charges forward. Arteezy.
Awkward. Yeah, I think he wanted. He should have dropped the call down earlier. I think he underestimated the damage from the Vlad's PL. Yeah. I mean, he does a lot.
He's also giving KYXY a secondary slow after the Spirit Lance.
That was a big kill. That's huge. And now KYXY might be able to get the tower after getting a Gyrocopter kill. So, yeah, Malaysia lost a big fight, but I think more than made up for it. With this KYXY, though, maybe in pursuit by Zai.
He's like, is this another solo kill? Is this happening? Maybe. He's going to go for the tower, gets flipped up now, and Zai going to have to make a move. He wants to deny it. Could go in for a Cogs, but gets slowed down by a Lance, trying to get the battery sold out. KYXY gets pulled in. He goes for the tower now. We'll get the last hit, but needs to escape, and we'll actually get the doppelganger out. KYXY making space as well as plays happen for his team, and now he's got the support of the Centaur up here. Does he go for this one? He's got a Lance to set things up, but the Centaur going to sit back for now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, not sure what S4 saving up for. It looks like it could be the Ogre Club and the Shadowblade build again.
Looks like Secret ready to group up and go for this top tier 1 tower.
Brewmaster keeping in with the Blink Dagger. This could be really bad for Secret. They don't have the T1 to fall back to anymore.
What Kenjigima can do is look for the engagement. Secret going with the Blink Stun, and this time there's no Dragon Tail for Brewmaster. S4 locked in place for now. The Supernova comes as well. That's a Supernova that cannot be dealt with. S4 likely to be the first to fall. No one on the Malaysian side taking too much damage. One dead. They want Arteezy next. Trying to stay away from the Rocket Rush. Johnny, he's down though. Ahai gets off a second stun, trying to escape. Soul of something will find him though. In Secret, they're turning this one around. The power of this Gyrocopter really being shown here. And Mushi trying to just hide his way into the depth of these trees. He's going to get caught out, blown up by Visage. Kuroki dishing out some serious damage with those soul assumptions, and
that was pretty much 3 ultimates to kill S4.
He's just so tanky.
And he also bought his hammer right before.
And look at the damage that both Visage and Keeper of the Light have the highest damage cells of anyone in that fight. Everyone was just sitting in there, soaking up Illuminates, soaking up soul assumptions. That was just not the... I mean, Malaysia just don't have the damage for that fight. That was the perfect Blink Stun, Blink Clap, split, and Phoenix had the Supernova right in the middle of everything.
I mean, Dragon Knight's really tanky. He has 1450 HP, and he has a ton of health, and he's just not your ideal target. I mean, you need to kill him, though, or else your tower can
be just like Cyclone and go for someone else. You need to go for, I feel like, the support of the battle.
Or Arteezy. Arteezy getting a little
Arteezy, there we go. They can go in this time around. They're fighting without ultis, and now Keeper like Illuminate comes in. Just running a lot of damage, and now the Solar Substance go flying. 2 Malaysian heroes that drop. They've taken out Arteezy, though, but it's still not looking good for them. 3 dead on their side. Ohio blinks east. We'll look for that TP escape, and it looks like he'll find his way out of there.
Yeah, that's a big mistake by Malaysia. They're tempted by the Gyrocopter kill, and they know they can kill him with the Blink Stun, but at the same time, they don't have ultimates, which is pretty much their bread and butter for escaping a fight. With the egg and the Brewmaster ult, like, transforming you so you're invulnerable for a period of time, and they just all paid for it. And 3 for 1 is not worth it even when the Gyrocopter is the target.
KYXY, please. This is some aggressive stuff from him. He will be okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Trying to get aggro on the Secret side. And Secret, they look to end this game quickly. Zai on the clockwork has picked up a Vlad's of his own. Engaging, they blink in with a Centaur Stampede. The dive goes through as well, but the follow-up not really there. The Brewmaster split still not available, and without that, Malaysia's weren't ready to fight, but now it's back up, and see what Kitchik has in mind. He has to be very wary of that Dragon Tail. Offensive weave used from Mushi, but there's not used for Kitchik.
Not a good time for Secret to go in. Their Visage Birds are down on the ground. Kenjigima looks like he is ready for an initiation. And
he really wants level 2 ulti though in the Brew. He's still just level 10.
They just have not gotten enough mileage out of the Brewmaster, and this is his time to shine. Like 8 to 25 minutes, that's when Brewmaster is supposed to dominate the game. But yeah, I mean, Secret just putting a lot of pressure, and they really use recall well too. Just immediately putting pressure out on the mid tower and the top tower at the same time. They really want to use it on like 1 or 2 supports on top.
The other crazy thing about Secret is the current net worths of their heroes. They've got 5 of the top 6 heroes in the game. Their supports are ridiculously high. Puppy has 1K boots mech. Visage has 6K net worth. The item progression on these heroes is absolutely insane right now.
Visage has a freaking solar crest.
Whoa. But that helps against the PL for the Gyrocopter especially. PL's rushing actually gives him evasion, give him a lot of armor.
Yeah, kind of counters weave.
Okay. Very pesky item for Malaysia to have to deal with, and Malaysia going to get difficult from here on out. They've got such high farm all across the board on Secret. Everyone between that kind of 6 and 7
stunned up.
Yep, there we go. They were successful enough to keep it alive. They're not going to help out there. Kuro gets stampeded on through, and doesn't look like he'll be able to finish up Ohio here. Kuro's done the soul assumption on Johnny. Supernova comes out just to make sure the beam stays alive, but Kuro almost gets out of there until Ohio finds him with the double legs, but the stun will cancel Ohio's TP out. Ohio now one last stun, but he goes down to the rocket barrages. Arteezy gets himself another kill, and to the west dives Zero Phoenix, and Arteezy Max, he paved this one with his life. That's his 4th death of the game, and Malaysia with a decent 3-for-1 trade. S4 looking for more, but
yeah, that was a mistake by S4. He chased to the right and tried to kill another hero, and I mean, he could have saved that, but I think that's more important.
KYX not expecting that clockwork rotation, and looking into the side, and see if KYXY can keep on juking and driving here. Zai will have a rocket flare, but I don't know if he can catch up to KYXY. KYXY maybe able to get himself out of this one. One more rocket flare will be coming in 10 seconds time, and KYXY, get out your juke and choose. He should have enough HP, but oh, sniped by the Illuminate. Puppy comes in, gets him from downtown.
Great TP by Keeper.
That rocket flare was not going to be enough damage with the strength treads and even just the 1 stick charge.
Well, at the end of the day, both carries end up dying, and Malaysia used a smoke.
Yeah, complete path to Malaysia. PL is doing just fine, but this has very much become a 4 protect 1.
Yeah, and I mean, Secret are getting their items. As we mentioned before, oh no.
They're getting their items, they're also getting their initiation. Zai finds another pick off here on Clockwork. That's what trying to kill.
He also has BKB now too, so it's really difficult to burst him down. They can't really chain them either because of the solo burst.
This is where you definitely have to just ignore Dragon Knight. Throw him up in the air
middle tower is
with a
under
Cyclone
attack.
from Brewmaster, but that's about the extent of it.
Veil, pretty useful item on the Clockwork. I think it synergizes very well with Gyrocopter, but probably more importantly, it will be able to nail those Army of PL illusions as well as reveal the real PL with that tint of purple.
It's actually a really good point there. Finding the real PL always with the Veil once it's on him.
Yeah, I mean, and then they can just nail a rocket on him too.
One of the kind of unknown counters to the PL.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of counters to PL nowadays, it seems. And looks like MY grouping up for a movement together.
The Radiant Vision is so good. At some point, they'll just say, okay, they're not farming the jungle, they're not going down mid lane.
They already rocketed Roche. That's how wary they are.
I think that's Malaysia ahead of them now.
They have to know something. It's been far too long.
Yeah, wait for the expire. It does wear off now. They haven't got the best lineup for killing it, though, unfortunately. And the other problem is you've got Familiars, we've got the likelihood of another rocket flare coming out.
Well, looks like Puppy will be split pushing top by his lonesome. Everyone else still huddled around their towers, waiting for the smoke to reveal. Now the KYX was on bottom lane.
Yep.
They have to know everyone else is in here. It is just far too obvious, and Kuro will send his familiars in to scout out. We'll catch a couple of heroes.
Dire's top tower
One familiar maybe just forces out a resummon here, but Keeper Light can kind of split push the top lane and just look to force rotations. I don't imagine Malaysia commit to anything down here. If anything, they just probably want to TP back and push out their other lanes, or they may be worried about some defending. Or
now KYXY has TPs at the top lane. That is a signal for MY to retreat. However, Keeper Light maybe he might be
Zai.
That's a difficult kill.
Yeah. It feels like you need the Clockwork.
They can also wait for another recall though.
Possible.
Yep, he can like shock over himself and recall to get another one really quickly. Yep, that's what they're doing.
He's killed here. Oh, bottom lane, meanwhile, S4's being jumped here, and he can't. Oh, can he BKB in time? Gets it off now, and the physical damage is not really the greatest from these heroes. They're trying to bring him down just barely at the last second. Mushi gets off the Shadow Wave. Meanwhile, top lane, PL just fine. They bring down the tier 2 tower
Radiant's
at
bottom
least.
tower is under
But
attack.
Secret lose Dragonite as well as his precious 10-second BKB. Nice little game by Malaysia. That's a big deal begin this stage of the game.
Yeah, that's huge. They really feel like a...
Oh, Ketchik. Maybe forced to split, but won't even get a chance to do so. That burst damage with the Solar Crest.
Tower under a little bit of C3 bottom, but Puppy right there with a big old Caudal Blast. And that will be the word back for Malaysia. And I mean, Malaysia, they're getting a decent amount off the map, but Secret, they're always getting a tower here, tower there. And I mean,
maybe a
Malaysia,
kill here, a kill there.
Yeah, they only have one tower left on the outside of the base.
Guy's still chasing here around the bottom lane, but decides against it. Chased around.
Arteezy getting chased
Top
by
lane.
KYXY.
Yeah.
But
KYXY is going to take a long time to reach that scary late game status because he's gone for these this kind of drums, Vlads, treads. I mean, even the Yasha, like all these kind of casual item pickups that aren't really your super late game items. I'll help him farm faster and stay alive, but
I'm not sure if Arteezy took out an Ancient Stack or not. It kind of seems that way because he has leapfrog over PL and net worth, and the Ancient Stacks are currently clear. So it may look like Arteezy might not be able to get that big and bad, but he does have the HOD.
HOD BKB, he's the late game threat really, and that's where PL can only do so much. Again, well, Dragonite's the other hero too. You can have a Dragonite who's gone BKB. Even if he doesn't go Shadow Blade, you can go for other items like an Assault Crest and really turn your Dragonite maybe into more fighting mid laner that can counter out the PL. It's like Eldritch in the past picked up, especially against illusion-based heroes.
It's still hard for him to farm. Dragonite's not a terribly good farmer unless you have Ancient Stacks, but that is reserved for the Gyrocopter.
Well, it's do or die for Team Malaysia. They need to find a way to turn this game around because this is their last life of Red Bull Battlegrounds. And well, unfortunately for Johnny, he's been the target of many a challenge throughout this tournament, and it's been a tough couple of days for Team Malaysia. But right now, Secret continue to sit back, and this would be just their second game of the tournament. And a win here would secure their spot in the finals, and looking to make it happen as they make their way towards the mid-tier 2 tower. Blink in from Ahaya, misses the stun, then for BKBs. Ahaya gets forced up down, but he's waiting on the side. Oh, maybe it's okay. The Grave not going to work against the cogs. Trapped in place, and Zaya going to finish from Ahaya will go for the other kill, but that's
This is a high ground push. That's so swift, and a nice move by Sika smoking into the mid lane, baiting out S4 because they knew that they went on him before, and they're going to take a ton of damage with T3.
Got Vlad, gets that Solar Crest, and then Keeper. Is that an ads on Keeper Live? What? Okay, not yet. 4-star mech for now. Hasn't actually upgraded the Arcane Boot mech into the new boots, but I imagine that maybe something that also comes out with due time.
A very explosive lineup from S4, or from Secret and S4. I mean, S4's done so much damage to the towers at 470 HP. Maybe get one more volley in before Centaur revives, but it looks like they are also backing Dragon Knight Ultimate wearing out in about 5 seconds time.
Yeah. We'll play it safe. They're getting close to another couple of items, like your DK sitting on 2,000 gold suddenly. Kuro's getting close to an Ag Scepter. Keeper of the Light's close to an Ag Scepter. You may as well wait for this next level of items.
And on top of that, this really nice ward has been placed too. So, I mean, with Malaysia smokes, it's kind of obvious because no one's there. And if they don't smoke, it's really obvious that someone's there. And now they can shoot in probably a rocket.
Malaysia going all in.
Where is Ozai? He does have a rocket, but he hasn't actually used it yet.
Oh, they're going to get scattered out now. Radiant Rocket Flare comes on top of the Roshan and sees Malaysia, sees what they're doing here. The Solar Crest trying to help things out, but here comes Arteezy. They're going to blink out. Look who's going to get 2 heroes stun on Poppy as well as S4. Can they bring it down? 15 is Team Secret. They're going to lose. Poppy decided to find the central figure down, return, and Arteezy in BKB form is holding it down, fighting through the KYXY Phantom Lines, who dies, as well as Mushi on Dazzle. Secret get a triple kill onto Artour, as Malaysia's Phoenix as well as Brewmaster just scurry away, and they've left Roshan nicely close to the taking. Sunray trying to delay things or make things worrisome. Yeah, they don't have to test this and lads this.
I used the veil on the Phantom Lancer. They found out where he is, and they just homed in on him. Yeah, sure, he had the Shallow Grave on. They almost killed the egg, too. I think Arteezy was the only one focusing it with his BKB, but in the end of the day, Malaysia's ultimates were not enough, and Secret looking to close this game out very quickly.
S4 gets solo press the tower, even getting that misreads. This is looking worrisome from the lane. They mid-lane the barracks under siege here. TP coming back in from down. Looking on the front line, says not have primals. Blink here, I just going to go blinky with Sunder. He goes searching his ultimate. He has not an ultimate. He gets stunned up. He didn't become a new target. Solomon can bring him low, but do not finish him off. Meanwhile, the clockwork hook helps get him a double kill. Bushi and the higher are dead. And KYXY holds the doppelganger away. He won't go down to this, but Team Secret have played immediately racks in mid lane. They head up. Everyone back to full HP more or less, and they'll get the range racks as well, and could consider rotating towards top lane, and that's what S4 has in mind. Leading the charge up there. No more dragon form though. Does make things a bit trickier. But here comes some new item pickups. Sanjin Yasha now acquired the Gyrocopter, and they're going to keep on pushing, it looks like. Solar Crest, even just on a creep at this point. Anything to help the push, anything to help sustain this.
They still have the Aegis. That's the scary part. Everyone's pretty much topped off at this point.
And Zai's got another hook shot. You really watch out if you're Malaysia. They're waiting on the respawn. They'll have Split and will Stampede. One last hurrah, perhaps, and we'll see what Secret's move is going to be. Maybe they wait for the Dragon form, but with Aegis, it feels like they can take some risks here.
You know what's ridiculous? The Visage is more farmed than the Phantom Lancer. Visage.
It's a sad, sad state of game from Team Malaysia fans right now.
Yeah, and it seems
4 of the 5 Malaysia heroes more farmed than PL. And Keeper of the Light is up there, almost on par.
The most successful 6.84 games that we've seen, I think, is when the supports get really farmed, and the position 2 and the position 3 aren't that farmed.
That was the Hellraisers game as well, with like the Pugnan dying. Everybody had 8k plus net worth. And the position 1 and position 2, it's never a full protect 1. The position 1, like Arteezy this game, was never that far ahead of his team. Earlier on in this game, he was like the same level of farm. It was actually the Dragon Knight who was topping the farm chart. So.
Oh, this is it. All 5 ultimates up for Malaysia. Although Phantom Lancer doesn't really count.
Secret, it seems, just one last push away from securing their spot. And San Francisco the blink will stop. KYXY trying to bring down Puppy as well with the blinding light causing him problems here. Sai getting him locked inside his own box. Possibly with a fight he doesn't want to take, but KYXY takes a huge hit with the Illuminate happening. Meanwhile, on the enemy base, Malaysia on full retreat. Their Rex under siege here. There's a fight going on, but Malaysia, maybe they realize they're losing Rex. They're trying to fight it out with KYXY, but he goes down to the Illuminate. Insta buyback, trying to take this one, catching him, but his ulti's worn off. He's going for Puppy, but Puppy is force up. They're just too outnumbered. Too many items on the Team Secret side of things. And catching him up. Stun number 1, stun number 2, stun number 3. Perfect chain stun coming in from Drew and catching him and caught under the collar. Now the moving. He dies to the Gyrocopter collar. Next in line could be your Grave not catching him, but Brewmaster, he's dead. And Team Malaysia, they look done for. They're chewing through their buybacks here. They're losing heroes left, right, and center. All for a clockwork kill so far. And it's GG. Team Secret knock out Team Malaysia, and they are going through to the grand finals where they will be facing on IFG in a best of 5. We don't even see that matchup in the playoff. These two teams will be going into that grand finals.
All the more hype. Excellently played by Secret. I mean, they seem to have, it seems like push is a very big component of this patch, and it's just not having like multiple try